Robert Mueller finally submitted his report on Russia's interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election to professional Steve Bannon lookalike William Barr. On Sunday, Barr wrote in a letter to Congress that Mueller's report does not conclude that the president committed a crime. It also does not exonerate him. Personally, we were pretty frustrated with this report since it tells us next to nothing about what could possibly be the most significant cybercrime ever committed. We took a look at previous reports done by Barr to see if there's any hope for something more thorough, but alas, the results were disheartening. Unfortunately, his previous reports also tend to suggest he didn't fully read the subject matter. This goes all the way back to an 8th grade book report where he wrote, "This is a great book for people who enjoy this type of book." More on this and other cybersecurity news right now on the Daily Sock.
And 5, 4, 3.
In Seoul, South Korea, 4 suspects were arrested for secretly taking videos of motel guests while live streaming to paying audiences. According to the Seoul Police Department, the suspects filmed about 1,600 guests at 30 different motels in 10 cities across South Korea, making this incident at least the second creepiest thing to happen in a motel this week. In order to film the guests, wireless spy cams were hidden inside TVs, electrical outlets, and other appliances. This crime highlights the growing video-based spying risks of modern life. Here's a practical tip for everyone. When staying in a somewhat sketchy location, turn off all the lights and scan the room with your phone's camera. The lens is particularly sensitive to certain wavelengths, so you will see a red dot if there are any hidden cameras. Alternatively, you could just be rich and stay at nicer places. Speaking of rich people, Jared Kushner, the man Trump once proclaimed would bring peace to the Middle East, is currently under investigation for using both WhatsApp and his personal email to discuss the transfer of U.S. nuclear technology to Saudi Arabia. This is, of course, not the first time Kushner's communication practices have been criticized, as it is well documented that he treats classified information like as carefully as a cracked screen iPhone 2 due for an upgrade. Even though the Trump campaign spent the entire presidential election damning Hillary Clinton for her email scandal, Trump supporters have since lost interest. I mean, it was way cooler when she did it anyway. Finally, last Thursday, Facebook confirmed that hundreds of millions of user account passwords have been stored in plain text for years, allowing Facebook employees to search for and read them whenever they wanted. Most of the users affected by this news use Facebook Lite, a version of Facebook made for regions with poor internet connectivity. Facebook executives reassured the public that nobody outside of Facebook could view the passwords and that no Facebook employees abused the data. This report from Facebook came from the brand new head of PR, William Barr. Signing off, I am Laura Finelli, and this has been the Daily Sock.